yeah. Good evening. Yeah. So here we are. Tonight we talk about the propaganda. I am worried. I am worried, to be honest. The propaganda that is coming from the opposition is ferocious. It is coming and it is coming. And to some extent, I'm feeling like the UPND are not matching up to the propaganda that is coming from the opposition. This is how I think. And what you have to know is that politics is about perceptions. Politics is not it's not a structure that you can see, okay? Politics is about perception. Politics is about creating things in the minds of the people. Politics is all about creating things in the minds of the people. You create things in the minds of the people, and you make people believe that whatever you are saying is actually what it is. That is what politics is all about. Politics is about convincing others, making people believe, convincing those that can argue with you, and making those that cannot argue believe. Those that cannot argue, because we have different people. There are people that can reason, and they'll be like, okay, what are you saying? What about this? What about this? And at the end of the day, you need to convince these people that what you are saying is what it is. But there are those that don't want to think. There are those that don't want to think. And for those, you just have to, make them believe. You have to make them believe. You have to just make them believe that, oh, this is it. They don't have to reason. Just make them believe. They just have to believe. Like, a good example that I can give you, it's religion. In religion, people, you don't really have to reason with people about religion. You just have to make them believe. Believe that, when you touch them, they'll be healed. You just have to make them believe that when you touch them, they will be healed. Even somebody who has got an ailment, a terminal ailment, if you just make them believe, you touch them, and they'll believe that they are healed. They'll believe that they are healed. They don't want to reason to say, okay, but how am I getting healed by just your touch? How am I getting healed? How am I getting healed by you, saying contested, anyway. How am I going to get healed by you saying so many words and then touching me? Then I am healed. How am I? The people don't believe that. They don't go there. They don't want to think. And if somebody tries to make them think, they'll be, no. This is the man of God. This is the man of God. If you say this guy is fake, no. Don't attack the man of God. Don't attack the man of God. Because for them, they don't want to reason. They just want to, just to believe. That's all. That's all. Of course, there are those who are reasonable, especially those who have been to school, who have used school properly, because there are a lot of people that have gone to school and yet, their mind is just something else. I mean, I've met a lot of people that are highly educated. Some of them, they even call themselves professors. They are professors. But inga vaikalanga valeranda vanaiwata fimbi. If you have a mano, but you are professor. But gavale sawaila. Kula wata vaya. So if you want to manage the art of politics, you need to know how to reach out to people. You need to know how to reach out to people. You need to know how to counter some of these things that people say. You need to counter. And so far, ndala ninjimona, ninjimona nankane, I've seen the propaganda which is coming up, and I'm trying to see the propaganda ilef makwisa. Where is this propaganda coming from? Where are these people talking? Where are these people? Where are these people who are talking? Where are they coming from? Why are they talking? And I've analyzed a number of people that are talking. They are just bitter with UPND. A number of people that are talking are just bitter with UPND, or they have been frustrated by UPND. They were expecting something from UPND and they have not gotten it. And make no mistake, let no one cheat you to say in politics, people go there so that they just save. I've been saying this for a long time. People go into politics, it is part of, an income. It is part of life sustenance. Muilaivepa, don't be cheated. Don't be cheated. Me, I talk to ordinary citizens. You ordinary citizens, mwila umfuila wa politician nga walela ndachawe, ine ndandafye, me, it is just to save, it is just whatever. Wonse tuingira mma politics for survival. Wonse tuingira mma politics for survival. Tuilave poa. Vela mi vepa tukwali avengira ma politics for just to save you. Awe. If you vena narikana, whether ni nani, even Donald Trump, who is rich, has gone in there for something. Even Elon Musk, look at Elon Musk for a good example. The richest man in the world, he went into politics. He went into politics, but he had an agenda. He was dishing out millions. Almost on a daily basis was dishing out millions. Donald Trump spent, Elon Musk spent a lot of money to support Donald Trump. And you would think to say, no, Elon Musk is already rich. He's already rich. So he's just saving. Was he just saving? Was he just supporting Donald Trump? Because, whatever. Was he? It has been reviewed. He had interests. And those interests, when he found that, no, it is not working, what he was hoping for, Donald Trump has not delivered to him. What has happened? They have fallen out. And where Donald Trump, Elon Musk now, is also forming a political party. Because what he wants, it's not happening. It's not happening. No. Wufi. Politics. No, he have just come to save whatever. Nothing. On that one, interest. Of course, the difference of ulterior motive is it's at different levels. Vamo, they go in there to take it all. But Vamo, they benefit something, but they also help people. There are those that, yes, I want to help. I want to live my life, but I also want to help. Those are the good leaders. Those who at least put people first, babomba, elona batashani, so the only attitude that you should have is that attitude where at least you do more to help people. And then at the end of the day, you also benefit. The problem is that some people become selfish. They become selfish whereby, when they get into politics, they just want to amass. Palast mwambo that, proceed of crime. I mean, some of these things, really, some of these people, I don't want to start mentioning names, but you know some of these people. Umuntu from nowhere, just take a short time. Uyo, kirikite, he has amassed so much, because they are selfish. There is nothing wrong in participating in politics, serving people, and as well as sustaining yourself, but not being a gluttony. No. Not being a gluttony, no. That is where the problem comes in. Now, anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I'm talking about these people who are speaking bad of UPND. Most of these people who are now who have turned against UPND, and they are speaking so much, they are speaking mountains. Most of these people are those people that did not get something or did not get what they wanted from UPND. And now, navafulwa. Avengi navafulwa. They have become disgruntled because UPND has not delivered according to what they wanted. I can mention them, whoever, ask them if they were given jobs, would they be talking today? They wouldn't. Those abale wata wonse fe banani babe ni ba doctor, babe ni ba professor. Ishilafo kubalumbula machina, because nganambo kubalumbula machina pano, I'll be campaigning them. Some of these people, they are non-entities, and I don't even pay attention to them. This platform is big. When I mention their names here, it's like I've campaigned for them. So I don't mention their names. Ngana kulumbula ishina pani ishninji shimofo ndechita. Ishulumbula vya machina pano. Because even in negativity in politics, there is something positive. When somebody is talking about you, they are actually marketing you. A lot of people have marketed me in bitterness. They get to my video, wambo posta shanshan, nganatu tuma video to them for win. Those to my videos that you are posting, Tayali this. You know what? This is why Tayali is talking. This is why Tayali is talking. Don't for win, because that is free marketing. At least people are seeing me. At least people are seeing me, even in your camps, because some of them, when I start talking something that they don't like, they switch off. But when you start cutting videos from my broadcast and sharing them on your platform, you are marketing me. Me, I've got no issue. I like it to see those to my videos. Please keep cutting them and posting them. Because for me, it is a benefit. But for UPND, I am concerned by UPND. By UPND, you seem to be relaxed. And this is a problem with most of political parties that get into power. This is the problem. But PF, it was the same thing. When they got into power, they became complacent. They became complacent. And at the end of the day, they were kicked out of power. By UPND, there is propaganda that is coming, and it is very serious. You need to up your game. Now, when I'm talking, people, why Dad is talking like this? Because he wants to come back, whatever. I'm not that basic. I am not that basic. I am a guy that plans for today, tomorrow, and, a few years. I know where we will be in 15 years' time. I know where we will be in 5 years' time. I know. And what I'm doing today, it is not for today at India. This support that you are seeing, that I'm giving the UPND, make no mistake, it is not coming out of desperation at India. It is not coming out of desperation that I come back to Zambia. It is not. ala muntu wandi mu life, especially mumwe iche. Mufile wakwate ntantiko. Ufile wakwate ntantiko mu life yobe muntu wandi. Wakwate ntantiko so, waimona, mayo chikawashani. Okay. Nganga yabe chikawashani. Ufile wakwata plan A, plan B, plan C. All the time. I always have plan A, plan B, plan C. All the time. And I always have, I always look forward a few steps ahead. A few steps ahead. So, it is not in my plan. It is not in my plan to come back to Zambia at the moment. It is not in my plan. It is not my plan A. It is not my plan A. Upon there won't plan A. And plan A and D. Plan A and D. It is well calculated. Well calculated. 10 years. 10, 15 years. 10, 15 years. Well calculated. In the next 10 years so, 10, 15 years so, nkawaka take. Yes, I'm not, I'm not even in a hurry. I'm not like these boys and girls, these disillusional politicians, who are eager to participate in a presidential election. 0, 0, 0. For what? What's the point? What's the point? Yes, of course you can say you have marketed yourself. But you have marketed yourself number 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Which hope are you giving to anyone? Which hope are you giving to anyone? You need, when you participate, you must give hope. Okay, this person is coming. So for me, I am relaxed. I am relaxed. Age is on my side. Health is on my side. God is on my side. I'm going a long way. I am going a long way, Mutwandi. I know what I'm doing. So today when I'm supporting UPND, it's not that now I've fallen in love with Hakainde Hichilema. No. It is not that I've fallen in love with UPND. No. It is part of my plan. And of course, in that plan, I'm also considering people. I'm also considering the Zambian people. I will not do something that is just because of my plan and then jeopardize. No. In this case, when you talk about 2026, I am fully endorsing, listen to me, I am fully endorsing Hakainde Hichilema for 2026. And I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that Hakainde Hichilema goes through in 2026. I am going to do whatever I can. Whether UPND supports me, Kaidi, but UPND, they are very slow. They are very slow in terms of helping people, in terms of coming in, to help those that are on their side. They are very poor. They are very, very poor. Don't even be cheated, because some of you are thinking, no, that has been given money. Hey, what? No, forget it. UPND, they are very slow, and this is one of their weaknesses. But nonetheless, even therefore, Hakainde Hichilema akapite. Why? Therefore, Hakainde Hichilema akapite. Of course, it is in twofold. There is one side which is for me, and there is the other side which is for the Zambian people. But if you want, I can start with myself. What am I benefiting of Hakainde Hichilema being in power? Is it because I want to come back home? No. No. Kuli road shedding ku Zambia. Chilishan. Kuli road shedding ku Zambia first. Not first road shedding ipweko. Nishinkesa mkucha ku Zambia at the moment. Kana isa Zambia. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Mlefu atukale chula bonse. Mlefu atukale chula bonse ku Zambia. Pantu mweba sawa. Rifo kuwela. Home is home. Mchula fie. No wuwa ila katuishinga na mulia no kulia. No kulala munelala mumatipa. Munelala muafita. Home is home. That is not my agenda. It is not my agenda now. It is not my agenda now. It's not my plan A. It is not why I'm supporting Hakainde Hichilema, so that Hakainde Hichilema can say, no, Tayali come back to come and do what? To come and do what? Yes, I can come if he appoints me. Yeah, then that is a different story. If he's going to say, no, come and be here. Not to come and join Max Mu and Ananika in the media team. No, I'm not coming to Zambia for that. So Mule what Tayali wants to come back. Wants to come back. No. Mule Tayali doesn't want to come back now. Home is home, yes. But life here is better. Yeah, because yes, I'm to my bills, shani. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because about Mundala, I'm better off surviving here. I'm better off doing 7 weeks, but I'm here. Coming back to Zambia, no. Number one, what am I going to do when I come to Zambia? At the moment, what am I going to do? I would rather nasange nchito kuno na ambo kula yensha uba. I would rather do that. Na ambo kula yensha uba. But not coming to Zambia. Not now. I will come, but not now. Secondly, I like my freedom. I want to speak freely. Here I can speak freely. Hakainde Hichilema barufyanya kutina vengiramu kuno kwini. I can push an agenda here without fearing at bakapokola bala some toloka offense. You see, I can push an agenda here. I can pick on any agenda and I can run it. I am protected here. Very, very protected, Muntwandi. Very protected here. I have freedom here. In Zambia, I won't have that freedom. Nkaratino kulanda. I still want to retain my freedom. So I'm gonna be here. So I'm going to be here. I have my freedom here. I am protected here. Why am I going to come to Zambia? Why? Fish na lawela ku Zambia. Abakashibanda they are not in Zambia. My wife is not in Zambia. And awa nakashimafi ya mpombo leka nkweve Muntwandi. Awa nakashimafi ya mpombo. So icho nalawela ku Zambia chinshi. Icho nalawela ipambya chinshi. Ishilale nsala. Na vimbi. I mean, why am I going to be desperate? I'm not desperate for that. Yes, I have challenges in terms of bills. It's a challenge. But I would rather remain here so that I can retain my freedom. And at least life here is more comfortable than in Zambia. Of course, Zambia is my country. That's why I'm fighting. But surely life out here is more comfortable than in Zambia. You can't wikala Muntwani mumatipa. Ulala mulukungu. Ulala mumfifi. Tayali, I want to come back. Look at yourself and look at me. You think I admire your life? You think I admire your life, Yauchushi? You think I admire your life? Now, when your home is home. Even home is where the heart is. You don't know. Home is where you are comfortable. Home is where you are comfortable. Why do people change citizenship? Why do people change citizenship? How many players have gone into Europe and they don't go back to Africa? How many people? Life is where you are comfortable, Muntwandi. It's not just because, I can even change your citizenship. But of course, I'm not going to change citizenship. I belong to Zambia. I'm a proud Zambian. The point is that I am not doing this for me to come back home. No. Therefore, I've got my agenda. My agenda is that politically, it is better for Hakainde Hichilema to continue than to have another person coming in politically. Politically, it's better for my political future. It is better Hakainde Hichilema comes in. Because Hakainde Hichilema, when he comes in, he's going to be finishing his term. Unless he also becomes crazy and starts seeking other teams. Then that is another issue. But I don't think Hakainde Hichilema is crazy to entertain a third term. I'm sure he was old enough to see what happened to Chilufya. I'm sure he knows the reaction that will come from Zambians if he decides to go for a third term. Zambians are used to two terms. entertaining a third term will be very difficult. So Hakainde Hichilema, after apwisha term yakwe 2026 apwisha to 2031, it will open. It will open for new people to come in. It will open for new people to come in. And at that time, I've got plans there. Now, if you can't 2031, I've got plans, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to reveal too much. The only thing that I'm telling you is that at the moment, I am more comfortable with Hakainde Hichilema continuing for my political future. What will happen in 2031, that I will review at a later stage. For now, I'm not gonna devour too much about 2031. If we are going to have another person coming in 2031, I mean, then I would have to be looking at this guy, doing 10 years. Yeah? Meaning she fiala prolonged number. I'm going to prolong one can look at take a want. Eh? So Chama Hakainde Hichilema Aisamu. Strategy Mundala, strategy. So yes, I may not even agree with Hakainde Hichilema. But is a better person to continue. I'm starting with myself. Why I'm doing that? But on the other hand, when you talk about from the general public point of view, public point of view, I want you to listen very good. For the nation, we are better off continuing with Hakainde Hichilema. For the nation, why are we better off continuing with Hakainde Hichilema? Number one, changing a government is expensive, Mwebantu. Changing a government is expensive. If we have a new guy coming in, this new guy will have to appoint this one, will have to appoint that one, will have to appoint that one, and so on and so forth. That is very expensive for the country. And then you have some of the projects that have started. Some of these projects now, they are abandoned because this guy who has come, he wants to do this, he wants to try this, he wants to trial and error. We saw how Hakainde Hichilema was struggling when he just came in. We saw how they struggled in 2021, 2022 farming season. You remember? They struggled. The issues of farming input, it was just tablalaza. You see? Because they are just coming. Look at 2020, 2023, 2024, 2025 farming season. It is good because nave katika nomba. Nave katika. They made a lot of mistakes when they just came in. They sowed maize. They sowed maize because the marketing of crop marketing was a trial and error. Now they katika now. Look at the bamba harvest that we have. And I'm sure you won't see them selling maize the way they did when they just came in. My point is, when a government just comes in, they do too much try and error. And, the nation loses. People suffer. Hakainde Hichilema has had his time to learn the ropes of governance. Hakainde Hichilema has had time to learn the ropes of governance. If you look at Hakainde Hichilema now, Hakainde Hichilema is more presidential than when he came in. He's more presidential now. That's why I was getting surprised at one of these platforms of Never propaganda. They were talking. No, the Hakainde Hichilema, whom we supported when he was in opposition, the Hakainde Hichilema of 2021 and 2022 is different from the Hakainde Hichilema of now. Hey, he's very bad now. Honestly, be real. Where if you compare Hakainde Hichilema of 2021, 2022, can you compare him with the Hakainde Hichilema of 2024, 2025? No, you can't. Hakainde Hichilema has become presidential in many ways. Even the way he's handling things is different. He has matured. He has learned the ropes of being a president. You can say whatever you want. Hakainde Hichilema has improved big time. You can see a mature president. You can see a man who has settled in his seat. Hakainde Hichilema is now seated in his seat. Even Ama lectures, he had to pay Yama lectures. When he just came in. It's different. Listen to his speeches now. The way he was going, out of the way when he just came in. He would asaba ilefi. Apaka inge Hichilema tasabaila. Nangwalelanda, you follow what he's talking about. You follow what he's talking about. And he's very settled, very calm. He's now presidential. But now, Wakanjiroku, those frustrated people, they are justifying their frustration to say, no, Hakainde Hichilema has become bad. That's why we are talking. No. Things are getting better now. Things are getting better now in many ways. Na dollar yonamuna dollar na iwela. The dollar's gone down. The cost of living is going down. Things are stabilizing in the country. You don't see the fluctuation of the currency the way it used to be when they just came in. You saw the fluctuation of the currency. You saw how some of the economic indicators were off balance. But now you can see that the economic indicators are getting in line. The economic indicators are getting on the rails. That is a sign that things are getting better. Things are getting better. You can't just change things just like that. Even Hakainde Hichilema was in opposition. Of course. When he was in opposition, he thought that it was magic. You just become president and dollar, bring it back to 17 kwacha. But now, he has realized that no, things don't work out like that. You need to plan for them. You need to be strategic. So, Hakainde Hichilema, I'm talking about the benefit of the country. Keeping Hakainde Hichilema in power 2026 to 2031 it will bring stability in the country. You will need that stability. We need that stability. You can't allow to change Hakainde Hichilema, to bring another trial and error. No, we will go back. Let Hakainde Hichilema continue. Because when he continues, most of the things that he has held on now, they will continue. There will be progress. And then, on the other point is, no, Hakainde Hichilema must go. Who is going to come? That is the other point. Who is going to come? Hakainde Hichilema must go. Who is going to come? Who do you want to come in? Tell me, who do you want to come in? No, Hakainde Hichilema, no. He has failed. Okay, he has failed. Who is going to come in? Tell me, who is going to come in? Nimanani wala isapo. Nimanani? Nimanani? We don't have in the opposition, we don't have a person that will take over Zambia and turn it around. As we speak, there is no one that I'm looking at to say, I think you. No. There is no one. There is no one that can take it in 2026 next year. There is no one. Vanani. I've got only maybe 2 names that I can even say at least to you. The other name but one of the names that at least that one. Could neither got that one, but he doesn't have the capacity to campaign. He doesn't have the choppers. I'm a chopper. Yavena Antoine Kanea, Yavena Bonanza Valley Poker. Bindama chopper ngepo ya rikuta chisakuta esha. But he doesn't have choppers. He doesn't have the resources. That guy, there is a guy. Anyway, Mundubile. What the heck? The only guy that for me I can look at to say at least to you, Mundubile, but he doesn't have the resources. He doesn't have resources, and resources don't just come. No. Resources don't just come. No, there are some people who talk, no. But Edgar Lungu didn't have money. Edgar Lungu, he was in power PF was in power when Edgar Lungu was campaigning. If Edgar Lungu was campaigning when if PF was in opposition, Edgar Lungu wouldn't have become a president. I can assure you that. He wouldn't have become a president. Edgar Lungu survived the political fortunes, survived the political woes because PF was in power. That is what made Edgar Lungu to become president. Otherwise, he wouldn't have become a president. It is not easy to come from the opposition and sit a government. It is not easy. It is not easy. Brian Mundubile, truth be told, from my point of view, if I look around in opposition, Brian Mundubile looks good. But does he have the financial firepower behind him? You don't really have to have the money yourself, but you need to have good friends, big guys behind you. Does he? He doesn't. Banani mwe. Mwireka tuwapuishe. Mwireka tuwapuishe. Wala mwita tuma leaders. Banani. Avenga piki. Ukwisa wina my election ibanani. And even later on to change government, to change things for you. Nibanani. Some of these people, they don't even know how to tie the shoelaces of policies. They don't know how to tie the shoelaces of policies to put a country in order. They have no clue. They are very ignorant, And you hear them when they are talking, when they are criticizing government. Because when you are criticizing government, you must make sense. You must make a solid case. Who makes a solid case in terms of policies? In terms of policies, who makes a solid case? Nothing. So nangumulesa vaila mulebwa taila. Hey, Tayali, hey, you are just talking like this, you want to come back home. I am asking you. Oh, Mukasala, ngate Hakainde Hichilema. If it is not Hakainde Hichilema, who are you going to replace him with? Who, at the moment, who are you going to replace him with? You're not listening to what I'm idea. I've got two people. Uyu Mundubile na Mulumbula, because I've been talking about Mundubile. But I've got another person. I don't want to mention the names. At the right time, I'll tell you. At the right time, I'll tell you. There are people that I see that, okay, Uyu, Kutiaba. At the moment, there is no one. There is no one at the moment. So, like if Hakainde Hichilema, let him continue. Whether you like him, you don't like him, it's okay for our country. It's okay for our country. We need that continuity. We need that continuity. So it is not about the pettiness of me wanting to come back here. It is about my future. It is about the country. But then, whilst I'm saying that, by UPNT, you don't have to be complacent. You don't have to be complacent. You don't have to sit comfortably. This power you have, you can lose it if you don't handle it well. If you are going to let those people who are running with propaganda get away with it. There are so many people that are running propaganda, disgruntled UPND former supporters. And they are crowding themselves, they are cladding themselves in no saying, no, hey, Hakainde Hichilema is not doing well. Hey, no, this is not what we voted for. This is not what we campaigned for. No. Whatever professor, whatever taila, kuna nika tuishinga niku isoko. No, I mean, what am I going to, Shani, I'm a professor, whatever. But professor. Nga mwalifi katika wino. What would you be doing, on those platform? Because you are everywhere, but my platform. Uku, chinchi chilerenga. Why? No, because I'm patriotic. Not me. Not me. So, a lot of these people, if they were appointed, if they were given some things that they were hoping, why can't you call the chipaku? That chipaku. Whatever. He only wanted money. We want people who don't want money, like you. Whatever, Kuisa. They don't want money because they have not been appointed. They Because they have not been appointed. It's not that they don't love money. No. It's just because they have not been appointed. Chipakupako has been appointed. Bashala. Hey, Elias Munsha. Hey, we were talking about Elias Munsha. Hey, they were just in for money. Now you are kusala. You would have been quiet near Elias Munsha. Now if they had appointed you, you would have been quiet in Chipakupaku. Even you, if you were appointed, you would have been quiet like Ntwani Kanoyu. What's his name? Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth. Atnan, you give me the name. I want to mention his name. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth. Not Kangwa. Not Pastor Kangwa. Hey, Pirato. Thank you, Pirato. Yeah? Hey, no. Hey, so Pirato was just talking. Hey, because he just wanted. That's all we want. That once ever to fire. Once, that's what we want. Even those who are talking, they want to be appointed like Pirato. If they were appointed like Pirato, they wouldn't be talking the way they are talking. They wouldn't. How different are they? How different are they? Eh? I mean, so don't be cheated by these people. They are disgruntled. Eh? Some of them, they were busy insulting us. Wow, but UPND. Hey. Bana nyukwa chani kuliwambia awa doctor balembe ifma article so ifma thesis. Yeah? Bala lembe ifma thesis bali mbifitani. Bali mbakatushinga wapoda whole night. Baisha fifumi. Eh? Why is that at Dokota Chakuti? Eh? I'm not here to campaign for him. That Dokota Chakuti who is busy writing long articles, articles, if it tally, Katushna wa fipok fiberenga wala vile. Fima articles, if it tally, chile book. Na, lemba pali Hakainde Hichilema, apichiroku. Easy busy writing fima articles. Fima articles, udamuntunga wali mupere nchito, Ngata alembe fima articles filia because tabamu pere nchito. And alefo ayo wako wati ake se ingiramu akampere nchito. They are disgruntled. Eh? Then kwa sababu udama usemuka. Ale semuka nicho tabamu pere nchito. Abamu pere nchito. Ngata semuka filia. Ngatase mukafidia. So there are a lot of them and they are busy. I'm alive 20 hours. Yadi sanomba. Even at time period, I'm at 20 hours, and I don't want to go to Nimpena. Number na vengira 20 hours, we have 20 hours. We can even water. Finish water. Muirave poa. Tell me one person vampere nchito. Ai karapadia. Kwa tinifila ka Naomi kadaka mwaichika nachimona chi office. You think murangala mwai. Vesi mirange ko picture. Why color like this? At no. Wait. Hey. Hakainde Hichilema. His voice is different from the Hakainde Hichilema. Why kala mu office like this? Why kala mu office like this? Mushamula imona wino picture. Why kala mu office like this? Why kala mu office like this? Kuchwa wataira. Na mchimona chi office. Kuchwa wataira. These people who are talking because they don't have such offices. If they were given these offices, they would have been quiet. So mbanga tuwa ichenga akakamwa ichiva. Akalimu office like this. Chava kalipa. Bena Hakainde Hichilema adivasha. Kuya mkuwa taira nomba 20 hours. Hey, Hakainde Hichilema. Hey, Hakainde Hichilema. Whatever. Guys, mwirave pwa mwevekala chalo, mwirave pwa. That group yavena chipaku vale won't say, no, ni mumu avaretere, hey, we are the ones who brought Hakainde Hichilema. We brought Hakainde Hichilema because we thought it's going to be different. What? Na wafadha na wawa ingiramu. Hey, na wafadha wa ingiramu. Hey, wafadha wa mufyaro. Wafadha, poseni kwa mano ku Europe, ntu anikane, ichisumilo na chipwa, chirepwa. Vike ni kwa maka. Dira busy mulela nepodi Hakainde Hichilema. Turangena imwe, your followers, ifu mule pili kula abantu imitima ku Europe komwaba. Ifu mule pili kula abantu imitima. Not my kanyama kwanda podi Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema. Nga imwe nchito yenu wafada, mule womba shani. Nibanga mpiliwile. Uko ku Europe mwaba, nibanga mpiliwile. Ichisumilo na chichepa. Nachichepa ku Europe abantu bale pota bale isa mchechi chisrelenga mafadha bali pa TikTok guys yalikava muntu adi yalikava ba professor bali busy pa TikTok, busy pa social media, ni ba professor but busy pa TikTok. Chirishani, tuamo kula sangwa shana ma professors. Ifo nifo wa mshani na wadi. Numbo wa sangati, wa professor, everybody na mo pa social media. Bali, mo! Upitilo kwa wasanga wa professor. Upitilo kwa wasanga pa professor. Wa professor chirishani kaidi. Muwomba nshtanshi. Muwomba nshtanshi. Yalikava. Muntu anda. But Professor, if you look at the time that is on social media, is more than Tayali. It's more. I'm the one who is supposed to be on social media all the time. But at least na posta kona fuma kona chisabu dumbishanja. But whenever Professor Mdala upichi kwa basanga wa Professor. Hakainde Hichilema. Please Mdala, landeni fie. So anyway, my point is that we have got so many bitter people who are lying to you that, they are just this because Hakainde Hichilema has become bad. No, I can tell you, and this, I don't just talk from without. Hakainde Hichilema has become better. Look at a number of issues, how Hakainde Hichilema is handling them. Look at Hakainde Hichilema when he's talking. He's not the same. He's not the same. He is not the same. He has become better. You can even see that he has become better. No, Mbawe never they survived. No, Hakainde Hichilema. He's bad. Okay, he has become bad. What are the reasons? Look at Mumfumbwe killing. Okay. Mumfumbwe killing. Killing people losing lives is not acceptable. Even one death is one death too much. That's for sure. But look at what the professor, na wa dokota, baku fialo bada wa doctor, bada demba maese. And look at na wala bene wa father. What are they saying? What are they saying? Na uliom kashana ulese mkenguru. What are they saying? No, there is Atshani, they are using big words. Mass killing. There is mass killing there. There are graveyards there. What? Guys. No. This government, they have started killing people. Guys. Is that what, are those the arguments that you are going to use to justify your bitterness, to justify your disgruntledness? Are those the reasons that you are going to use? Because, I am concerned, yes, about people losing lives in Mumfumbwe. But let's be real. The situation, that side was becoming something else. Which country is going to allow its minerals to be, mined by people in the manner that people, had converged in Mumfumbwe? Which country, which responsible government will allow people to just go in there and start digging pits and what and what? Which country is going to allow that? Which country? Which government? So you are opposing, tuma opposition, utuma opposition paperweight, not trying to, look like they are concerned. It's to show your lack of seriousness. It's to show your lack of seriousness. Because surely, as a country, you need to come up with policies. You need to come up with ways that things should be done. People should not be done in disorder. Things should not be done in disorder. If it is mining, it should be orderly. And this government has been talking about, Hakainde Hichilema started talking about, mapping. Where do we have what? Where do we have what and whatever. They may be slow. That is for sure. They may be slow, but at least there is a plan that they unfolded where they wanted to map up what we have. And then start looking for investment so that things are done properly. Not what is happening in Mufumbu. I don't support the killing of people. People dying, I don't support. But trust me, if that situation is left unchecked, if it is not put in control, we would lose more lives in those pits that they are digging. People will be dying in those pits. In those pits. And just because we are professor, but if we are no, people should be whatever. Nonsense. Nonsense for a professor, with due respect. Allow people. At the end of the day, people will be dying. Shilemi go vale imbane minwe. Nama foshoro. Nama kasu. People will be going there. Fikara dirika, and they will be dying there in numbers. In numbers. And you want that situation to continue? No, guys. Clear, you can see that these people, they are just bitter and they don't have good plans for the country. There is no any responsible government which can allow people to be operating in the manner that people are operating that side. No. No, Hakainde Hichilema said we are going to be giving them mine licenses, whatever. Now he's killing them. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. He said that. But clearly this government said they want to map up first to know what is there, whatever, this kind of thing. And then you start looking for investors, and these investors should be partnering with Zambians. That is a good policy. But in the meantime, whilst that is going on, then now you want to allow people to be going namakasu, bale ingira pam good. How many people are going to die? How many people are going to die in those holes that they are digging? We already have a situation where we failed to retrieve some of the bodies. Remember those people that died in that illegal mine. And some of the bodies have not even been recovered. Is that what you want? You don't see this danger. You don't see this danger. And of course, there was chaos there. When the authorities went in to try and control the situation, people started rising up and whatever, fighting back. At the end of the day, lives were lost. We have police officers that were beaten. I don't know if, some people are saying, no, they died. I don't know. But anyway, it was from both sides. Both sides. Both sides. The security wings were under attack. The people, the illegal miners were under attack. I was listening to one of the broadcasters, and they were saying, no, I'm not going to call them illegal miners. They are illegal miners, unfortunately. They are illegal miners. They are illegal miners. They are illegal miners. Yes, we have to speak for people. We have to speak for people. We have to speak for people so that they can be empowered. But it is not to encourage them into lawlessness. That is irresponsible. That is irresponsible. Speaking for people is not to push people to do illegal things. No. You don't do that. It is being responsible as a leader, encouraging people to do illegal things. People should know what is illegal is illegal. Mining without a license is illegal. It's illegal. And people should know that, no, this is not right. And you should help people, to do things in a correct way. If there are issues, let us sort out those issues which are there. Not encouraging people into lawlessness. You push people into lawlessness. When the law comes in, you turn around and start saying, hey, this Hakainde Hichilema, this Hakainde Hichilema. And yet you are you are the ones who are pushing people to do illegal things. You push people to do illegal things. When they are caught up with the law, you turn around and accuse the government to say, the government, this government is very bad. It's arresting people. People get into corruption. You push people to get into corruption. You allow people to get into corruption. Baba Sangane fin to number. Proceed of crime. You turn around and say, no, this government, he has arrested so many people. The opposition are being arrested. It's true. Some of them really don't need to be arrested. Like me, the innocent me. Me, I'm innocent. But some of these people, you can clearly see that these people, they got things. And when the government follows them, no, this government is very bad. This government is very bad. No, come on, guys. Let's be real. Let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable. If we love our country, we need to speak what makes sense. Not speaking out of bitterness. You can't blame Hakainde Hichilema. Hey, Hakainde Hichilema is killing people. He's killing people. When there was almost like a riot in that bush, there was a clash. And that clash is because some of you are encouraging people to go and do illegal things. And at the end of the day, they are clashing with the security wings. What do you expect? What do you expect? You have 25,000 people, or whatever, 20,000 people, whatever number, a big number, clashing with the police. What do you expect? What do you expect? Do you expect the police to manage to arrest 25,000 people? Do you think that can work? At the end of the day, I mean, things just turns out something else. I feel bad for the loss of lives. But certainly, it is not something where you have to make politics out of it. And start accusing somebody who is trying to bring order. Because the government wants to put order. And any responsible leader will agree that order must be there. And then now you start dreaming. Hey, no, there are 50 people that died. Oh, people are being buried. Mumi God. Anyway. Are those numbers that you're talking about? Where are the funerals? Where are the relatives of those people that you are saying they have been buried, Mumi God? Where are they? Where are they? Because when a person is missing, I mean, a lot of people have relatives. They may have come from wherever, but they have relatives. They have relatives. So, where are those people who are saying, our child went to Kumigodi and he has not come back? Show us, because when you are talking about to say, government is saying 3 people, and you are talking about 50, 18, whatever. Show us those families. Show us those families. Where are those families who are mourning? Who are those people? Give us the names. Who are those? Give us the names of those people that have those numbers that you're giving us. Don't just give the public, oh no, 50, hey, Chakuti, hey, whatever. There is mass killing. Do you know what mass killing is? No, people have been buried in whatever. Who are those? Who are those? Who are those? Bafumine kuisa. Bafumine kumwenshi. Baisa ponina kuna nikani kumumfumbwe. People have where they come from. So if you are talking about those numbers, they should be relatives. Those people, those who are trapped in that mine. Which mine is that? You remember that mine, that those people that were that collapsed on them. You saw the relatives. You saw the relatives. When that mine collapsed and there were people down there. You saw the relatives. And how many were they? Can you compare to the number that you are talking about now? Because the numbers that you are talking about is more than those people that collapsed in that mine. They are more. And yet, we saw those relatives. In Chingola, yes, but the mine itself. We saw the relatives. We saw the relatives. Where are they? Where are the relatives? Senseli, yes. Senseli mine. Where Kasenseli mine? Where are they? Those people that collapsed in Kasenseli mine, when it collapsed, and people, they were saying, people are inside there. We saw the relatives. We saw the relatives coming as far as, Luapula. They were there, they came. Umwana wandaishile kuno. Ariumu. What about now? Yes, you can even say, no, they are illegal. What about those Mkasen said? Were they not illegal? Were they not illegal? They were illegal. Why are they? Why are we not seeing those relatives? Why? Where are the names? What are the names? Who are those people? But now Mwikara, Patuma bloggers, 20 hours, yabu 50. So I pass 20 hours, baleve pobufi. Go in those blogs and see. You will hear baleve pobufi. Propaganda channel. Just to make sure that they dent the image of the UPND. And this is what I'm saying. The UPND need to wake up. You need to find a way to counter those kind of lies. Because those people are just lying. Those people are just lying. Somebody got a phone. Atumino muntu. Hey, so tell me. How many people have died there? There are many. Benga bafwire. Bakapokola kuno. Bale chitashanshani bashuta. Bambika mfirindi. Whatever. And people are taking it. No, we had the eyewitness. The eyewitness. I mean, this person called. I mean, who is this person? But then, this is where the UPND is sleeping. This is where the UPND is sleeping. If a blogger can call a witness and put him on a live chat with a number of people following, and talks to this person. Hey, so tell me, what? Ngaimwe, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ngaimwe, what are you doing? Can you also get eyewitnesses? Can you get credible eyewitnesses? Where are your eyewitnesses? Where are your eyewitnesses? Because when you don't give a satisfactory explanation to the situation, you allow people to come in with lies. A lot of people are succeeding with lies because there is no counter. There is no counter. ZNBC, why haven't you gone in there, ZNBC? Why haven't you gone to walk in those Mufilongo Mamudia? You show people how dangerous the situation is becoming. Why don't you go to that police which was bent? I mean, show people what really happened. Reconstruct the scene. Let people see what happened there. Let people see what happened. But you are allowing, the propaganda media to be telling the story to the nation. You are being complacent. You are being complacent. You are risking. We are saying, yes, Hakainde Hichilema should continue. But if you are going to be complacent, allowing these people to lie, you can lose power. So you can lose power. You can lose power. You can lose power. Don't allow this kind of thing. Don't allow this kind of thing. Those bloggers, 20 hours. There are so many 20 hours of propaganda. So many 20 hours of propaganda. Where is the 20 hours for UPND to correct the narrative? By Max Moore. Where is the 20 hours where UPND is giving the right information? People want the right information, especially ordinary citizens. They want right information. They want right information. They want correct information. So where are those bloggers? Eh? Because they know a Max Moe, Munemona Kwatu, Wunan Kane, who meet a director, Kula Watafam press conference. Eh? No. You should consult. Consult. Come consult. But Kuli Pilakai. In a consultation is not free. You are not helping by every day having press conferences. Every day having press conferences. No. Find a way to penetrate in those platforms. Those platforms. Start calling those platforms. Let people express themselves and not going there to insult. Challenge that professor. Challenge that doctor. Challenge whoever. Challenge them. Challenge them. Let people equipped with information get into those whatever and start talking. Not waiting for tomorrow and call for a press conference. You are wasting your time. That information is already gone. Challenge people as they talk. Challenge people. Have a number of people that should be able to intervene in this. That should be able to intervene. Don't wait for you to call for a press conference tomorrow. That is not how a media director should be. No. And having the same people, Frankie Wadia, no. Let people, bring people that, are witnesses. People that are credible to talk. Bring them, let these people talk. You namushadira ko namushadira and bala michitaka ntunga tamuchenje bala michitaka over this funeral ishtumbi chavale Edgar Lungu. I mean, I'm not claiming credit, but surely if I had not stepped in kama kebizunga kali michitaka ntu, if I had not stepped in pachiro chava Edgar Lungu, if I had not stepped in, truth be told, teku yumfwa nde yumfwa. If I had not stepped in, because first of all, they wanted to lie against you. They wanted to lie against the UPND. Hey, they have poisoned Edgar Lungu. I had to come in to counter that. Hey, Bachinja, no, they didn't treat him well and whatever. I had to come in and explain the things. Now, they are busy talking about, hey, no, how can you take a widow to court? How can you take a widow to court? What option did the government have when they wanted to bury in South Africa? What option did the government have? What could have stopped those people from going ahead with that nonsensical idea? What could they have done? I don't know. Okay, tell us. What could they have done? What? No, Hakainde Hichilema should have called the widow. Hakainde Hichilema spoke to the widow. Hakainde Hichilema spoke to the widow. In case you don't know, Hakainde Hichilema spoke to Mamayoba Esther. Hakainde Hichilema spoke to Mamayoba Esther. He called Mamayoba Esther. He called. So what more do you want? I mean, what more do you want? This man has been doing everything that he could. But the point I'm trying to tell you is that the propaganda is ferocious. It's corroding. And they are doing everything possible, hoping that, they can incense people and people can rise against the government. That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. But I always say opposition is not sabotaging your government. Opposition is not denting the image of your country. It is not. It is not. You need to build your country. You cannot be messing up your country and say you want to lead it. No, that is taking the country backwards. I don't agree with Hakainde Hichilema, but I'm not here to dent, his governance. I'm not here to dent him, to verify him, to make him look like he's a monster. He's a very bad guy. Hey, but you are saying like this, but he's the one that has made you to go out. Pretty much it's politics. Pretty much it's politics. And why are you complaining for me Why don't you let me complain about being in exile? Let me complain. I'm the one who knows how I'm struggling. I'm the one who knows. Why should you take it up and be the one to complain on my behalf? Hey, but you are in exile. Hey, but you are in exile. That is my business. That is my business. Let me complain about that. Let me complain about that. And this is what people do. This is what people do. When you say something that when you reason, you bring out reason. Instead of dwelling on the issue, they start bringing your personal issues. For me, if you have realized, whether you PND or PF or any other, they don't respond to my issues. They don't. Instead, they result in attacking me. When I bring an issue, instead of them responding to my issue, they start attacking. Hey, you want to come back? We are talking about Edgar Lungu being buried in Zambia. That's what we're talking about. And all I'm saying, can Edgar Lungu be brought to Zambia and be buried in Zambia like all other former leaders? That is my issue. No, you are betraying Edgar Lungu. How am I betraying Edgar Lungu? Who is betraying Edgar Lungu between you and myself? Who is betraying Edgar Lungu between yourselves and myself? You want to bank Ichitumbi Chagwa Edgar Lungu in South Africa so that you can use it for your campaigns. Umuntu nafwa Edgar Lungu alefo kulala in peace. South Africa so that you can continue using it for politics. And me, I'm saying, can we bring Edgar Lungu and bury him? Bury him nicely, like all other leaders. Let him rest. Who is betraying Edgar Lungu? Who is betraying Edgar Lungu? So people don't want to respond to my issues. Instead, they resort to attacking me. They resort to attacking me. Was it NBC? I mean, I bring up a story and they, oh no, how can ZNBC cover Chilufya? Chilufya is a fugitive. And yet every day you interact with me. Just because ZNBC has covered me, now you want to turn around. No, he's a refugee, he's a fugitive, he's a whatever. And yet you interact with me. When I'm saying something that is good for you, you don't say, no, he's a fugitive. And ZNBC fears. ZNBC, don't fear to bring out any information that is good for the people. Don't be intimidated. Go out there, get the right information. Feed it to the people. Social media is competing with you. ZNBC. Social media is competing with you. And take keen interest to listen to some of these propagandas. Because they have people, they have a following. So take interest to make sure that you are correcting the narratives that they are bringing. They are bringing so much narrative which is wrong. And it is your responsibility to counter that, to tell the people the truth. Go in Mufumbwe. Go and walk through and show the world how, they are messing up that place and how dangerous it is. Let people know. Interview people. What happened? Don't allow these people to be feeding people. To take over your job. Anyway, Nalanda-san, I'm opening phone lines. Tayali, mind you, ask for help, money, pay rent for your president without speaking on media. I don't know whatever that guy is saying. Counter that propaganda. Counter that propaganda. There is so much propaganda. There is so much propaganda. You need to devise a better way of countering that, because if you don't counter that by UPND, mukaisanga muli mwamone. You need to counter that. Okay, my network is seemingly bad. My network is not good. What's happening on this phone? What's happening on this phone? What's happening? The network is bad on this phone. Let me try to bring them on. I don't have network on this phone. I don't know why. I don't have network. I'll leave it there. I don't know. I need to restart it. But anyway, restart. Okay, maybe we do this. And then we do this. Maybe let's see. I don't have network on my phone. I don't know why. I don't have network. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for tonight. We'll come back. Today is Wednesday. I'll talk again. It's on Friday. I talk on yeah, it's on Friday. Yes, I'll come back on Friday. At block one account here. I don't block. I don't block unless you touch my family. Then I'll block. So anyway, I think that I've made my points. Basically, you know, UPND and Hakainde Hichilema should continue in the next term, but you know they need to be wary of the propaganda that is coming, because at the end of the day, you know, you never know. Politics, even 2 weeks can be a long time. So people need to be very careful. Thank you for tonight. Good night, and may God bless you.